Hello friends, welcome to my channel Economica. I, Dr. Gopal V. Saraswat, welcome you all to my new video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Today our topic is total outlay method of price elasticity. This method was proposed by Marshall, and the purpose of this method was to seek the answer for how change in price affects the quantity demand along with the total outlay. So first of all, we have to understand what is total outlay means. Total outlay here means either the total expenditure or the total revenue. This means that if a firm increases its price, would it have an impact upon the total expenditure or the revenue of the firm? We are aware the concepts of price elasticity. If you missed my earlier video where I discussed about the price elasticity, please go and watch that video. So, price elasticity, we discussed about the specifically 3 degrees of price elasticity. One is highly elastic, unitary elastic, and inelastic. So, highly elastic means elasticity is greater than 1. Unitary elastic means elasticity equal to 1. And inelastic means elasticity is less than 1. So, this means that suppose a firm decided for a highly elastic product to increase its price. So what will happen to its quantity demand? We are aware about the law of demand that when you increase price, the quantity demand goes down and vice versa. But at the same time, Marshall says that total outlay, when you increase price, quantity demand decreases for a highly elastic product. At the same time, the total outlay decreases. Furthermore, if you decrease price for highly elastic product, the quantity demand increases and the total outlay also increases. Furthermore, Marshall explained for a case of unitary elastic product, if you increase price or a decrease price, there will absolutely a change upon the quantity demand. Quantity demand, when you increase price, then decreases and vice versa. But there will not be any change on the total outlay. This means total outlay is not going to change for unitary elastic products. And finally, Marshall described for inelastic products case where he says when the price increases or decreases, then the increase in price results decrease in quantity demand but increase in total outlay. And similarly, if you decrease the price, quantity demand increases but there is a decrease in total outlay. So we can conclude that from this Marshall's total outlay method that highly elastic and highly inelastic both are contradictory to each other, or you can say both are proposing opposite to each other. So now we require to test the total outlay method proposed by Marshall using a real life example. And for this, I am going to use Microsoft Excel to perform a real life example and to test whether the concept proposed by Marshall is true in the real world setting or not. So let's start with our today's video with the Microsoft Excel based total outlay method. Here you can see the total outlay method as it is depend upon three things. Degree of price elasticity is depending upon the price, quantity demand and the total outlay. We are discussing the relationship of these three under total outlay. So first of all, we have to identify the price. So here I am taking hypothetical example of prices. Let's say my price of my current product is 20 rupees. And every time I want to increase price by 50 paise. So for doing this, what I am doing is previous price plus 50 paise. And if I copy and paste this as a formula, I will get the series. Here you can see that initially my price is 20, then become 20 rupees 50 paisa. Similarly, it increases and it gone up to 27 rupees 50 paisa. Okay. At the same time, the marshal says, as we can see, we are increasing price at every stage. So Marshall says when you increase price, quantity demand decreases. Either you are having a highly elastic product, unitary elastic product, or highly inelastic product. In three cases, as per the law of demand, your demand must decrease. Quantity demand must decrease. So let's say my demand at 20 as a price is 50 quantity. When I put this value, you can see that the total outlay is calculated. How total outlay is calculated? This is the multiply of 20 with 50. 20 multiplied by 50, the total revenue becomes 1000. It is as simple as that. Then I am saying my quantity demand is going to decrease. Every time when I increase price by 50 paisa, let's say hypothetically, my quantity demand will decrease by 1 unit. This become 49. If I copy and paste it as a formula, I can see that this is how my quantity demand is decreasing at each stage when firm is increasing the price. So we satisfied the two conditions of total outlay method proposed by Marshall. The first one is when price increases across the elasticities, either highly elastic, unitary or inelastic, the quantity demand must decrease. So we fulfill the two conditions. Now let's see what happened to the total revenue. Total revenue, you can see that as this chart here shows, which proposed by Marshall, in highly elastic case, when you increase price, quantity demand decreases. That is true in our cases, in our case also. Total outlay decreases. Let's see this: 1000, 1005, 1008, 1011. This is highly elastic. Highly elastic cases, EP is greater than 1. So this is inelastic, this is unitary elastic, and this is elastic, highly elastic you can say. But how we are going to find these three? How I can say that this is inelastic, this is unitary, and this is highly elastic? In my previous video, I told you how to calculate elasticity. Here we can already had calculated this elasticity. The formula is simple: change in demand upon change in price multiplied by P1 upon Q1. So when you do that, you are able to calculate elasticity. So you can see that I first calculated that change in demand upon change in price. Then I calculated P1 upon Q1, which is the previous price and previous quantity demand. When I multiplied these two, I got absolute elasticity. So elasticity here is 1. Before 1 is less than 1 and after 1 is greater than 1. So greater than 1 means highly elastic, less than 1 means inelastic, and here it is unitary elastic. For more, you can watch my previous videos for how to calculating the elasticity. So let's come back to the main topic, that is total outlay. So in case of highly elastic, the this method of total outlay says, proposed by Marshall, when you increase price, quantity demand decreases, total outlay decreases. So I am increasing price here. You can see that my quantity demand decreases. Yes, very right. At the same time, my total outlay is also decreasing. You can see that. Second thing, in case of unitary elastic, if I increase price, this is unitary elastic, you can see that my quantity demand decreases, yes, from 45 to become 44, and there is no change upon total outlay. You can see that my earlier revenue is 1013 and now this is 1012, almost same. There is almost no change, and you can see that my elasticity calculated is 1, no change at all. And finally, the inelasticity concept, where increase in price, you can see that here, let have an impact upon the quantity demand to decrease. Quantity demand decreases, yes, very true. And finally, the total outlay increases. You can see that. So, from this exercise, we are able to identify the method proposed by Marshall as a total outlay method is very true and justified when it comes to the real world economic data or real world settings. So this is what total outlay methods gives you as a relationship between the price, quantity demand and total outlay. I hope you liked my video. Please like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you.